Alright guys, we're live. Alright, just getting started here and running late. One watching.
Enough, please, now.
Alright, this is going to be the first day for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net on 2-meter Simplex.
My phone.
Let's see what's going on in HFI. Oh, we got one other person in there. Yeah, the Great Lakes Preparedness Net on 2-meter Simplex will start at 7 o'clock. But I figured I'd get on a little early. So we're going to see what's going on there. Got a little HF on 20 meters right now.
Que lo odio. Por ahí se han tomado de eso. Ahora está ella cogió para decirme de que José Miguel, ¿qué te dice? ¿Qué voy a hacer con esta gente, Andy?
Guy's not even talking English. Yeah, at 7 o'clock it's gonna be the first night of our new net, the Great Lakes Preparedness Net on 2-meter Simplex. But yeah, summertime, you don't get a lot of check-ins. A lot of people out doing stuff in the summertime. A lot of people don't want to sit in the house behind the radio. So yeah, summertime, a lot of the check-ins drop off. But as it gets in the fall and the winter, it picks up. So we'll see what's going on here. I'll be net control tonight, so hopefully I do all right. But ham radio, if there's a grid down SHTF event, the people who don't have ham radio or CBs set up and running and know how to use them with emergency backup power, they're going to be completely cut off. So trying to really stress that, because a lot of the other prepper channels, which are great channels, no one really discusses emergency comms too often. So trying to push the emergency comms part, because they pretty much got everything else covered: food, water, needs of self-defense, shelter. So we're going to see how it goes here. What is it? About 10 minutes to the Great Lakes Preparedness 2-meter Simplex Net starts. While we're waiting, we just sit around 20 meters. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to switch over to 40 meters and give that a try. We're going to try for 7.242 if it's open. So, and the operator Bill, K8OB, that's going to be running the 40-meter net, 40-meter portion of the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. He is going to be running NetLogger. So if you have NetLogger, you'll be able to see it on there exactly what frequency it is. Yep, so we're just waiting here. Hopefully we get some more people in here. Didn't get enough time to post it early. Didn't know if I was gonna be available or not for the live stream, but ended up getting my stuff done early enough.
You have a running computer at home, not that big project.
It's on 20 meters.
Of course, I understand the Flex radio is very interesting hardware, Roger.
Gotta get the tripod ready there too.
Yeah, no worries, Steve. Don't forget, it's a long time ago from now. The last time we spoke was on 29th of May, and
Sounds like it might be a DX station.
anyhow, we will meet each other more than once, maybe a week in the future here on that part of the band, Roger.
Alright, we got about 6:52 right now. About 7 minutes to go.
Welcome, Steve. And my last call.
Hopefully we can get some more people in there. Well down to 40 meters. There's someone calling CQ.
KO4MAO QSY.
See if we can tune them in here. We got about 6 minutes to go. And the 2-meter Simplex Peppers Net's going to start. And we're just kind of waiting now. Let me see if we can get some more people in here. Right now we're on 40 meters.
Zero station. Roger, Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie, QSL. Roger, Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie, got you a 5-9. Good 5-9, report number 201274, QSL. Thank you for the new part, and the service day. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, I didn't catch my signal report.
Just on 40 meters, 7.203.
Thank you so much for the contact. It's greatly appreciated. You have a good night. November 4, Bravo Delta Whiskey. Yours is.
You guys got a pileup going on. Must be a POTA parks on the air.
Did I have a Mike Alpha Oscar? Roger, Kilo Oscar for Mike Alpha Oscar. I have you 5959 in West.
Alright, we're going to make an announcement on the 2-meter net. The Great Lakes Preparedness Net will start in 5 minutes. K8IDX, standing by. Yeah, we'll get it hooked up on the tripod here. Hopefully I don't hit a button or screw it up. Let's see here. Yep. Alright, we're going to be starting here soon. So hopefully we get some check-ins. See if we can back it up a little bit. We got about 4 minutes here. See if we can get a better view. And maybe we'll go with the normal view here. Alright, we got about 3 minutes here.
Homebrew, I've got a mast off the back of the truck here with some kids top rail, and I've got a 40-meter offset dipole running 100 watts to you. So I'm glad to hear you. I'll get you a QSL call.
Gotta get a smoke going.
And I'm glad to make the call. Fantastic at that stuff that maker is so much more, and that's fantastic.
Got 2 minutes to go before the Great Lakes Preparedness Net on 2-meter Simplex, 146420. If you happen to be in with RF distance, about Warren, Michigan, 11 in Hoover, probably within about 15-20 miles, you should be able to get into the net. So if you're local, give it a try. If you hear someone, you can get relayed in also. I usually have a close view of the radio, but I got to write the contacts down, so I got to have room. Got about 1 minute.
Bobby swerved to missing, and Bobby wrapped his Porsche around a power pole there, killed him. Left behind a beautiful family. Of course, it just destroyed David. Those guys are just two peas in a pod. Laura from, no, that's not what Laura announced there. He said peas and talent. My mama said, but yeah, that was the tragic.
Gotta make sure I'm on high power this time.
I sure enjoyed them, and I could believe Harry might have been on that ride, possibly. Yeah, I was always a big guy, and
Alright, 7 o'clock, we'll give it a whirl, see who we can get in here. Good evening, this is Rob, K8IBX, in Warren 11 Hoover, getting ready to start the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. In be our first time for this net, so anybody in the surrounding Metro Detroit area that can hear this RF signal, feel free to check in. We welcome everybody with a technician or higher license. The purpose of this net is to practice our radio skills and to test out our equipment and make sure everything is up and running properly. We also encourage new hams to come in and ask any questions. Some of the people on this net have 20-30 years experience. They'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And if there's anybody without a ham license listening, feel free to join in on live stream YouTube chat right now. Go to Great Lakes Reliance YouTube. We're live streaming this net, so you can ask questions on there. So when we call in for check-ins, we ask everybody to report any infrastructure disruptions in their area, such as internet outage or power outages, or any difficulties in that area. And then report on who you can hear in a signal report. But when you check in, please give your name, call sign, and across this intersections. So here we go remind everybody at 8 o'clock, Bill, K8OB, will be running the 40-meter portion of the Great Lakes Preparedness Net, and he is going to be running NetLogger also. So we're going to try for 7.242 if it's open. So at 8 o'clock, feel free to check into the 40-meter portion of the net. So with that, we'll ask check-ins to come now. Please come back with your call sign phonetically and slowly so I can write it down. So please come back with your name and call sign now. This is Rob, K8IBX, for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net.
Hey Rob, this is Alex. Call sign is KC8VRP, Kilo Charlie 8, Victor Romeo Papa, located 10 Mile and Kelly in fabulous East Point. I wish you well in the net. I just wanted to be the first one to kick it off. Back to net control. This is KC8VRP.
Yeah, very good, Alex. Nice to hear you. You're the first one ever on the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. So we got KC8BRP Alex and 10 and Kelly East Point. Anybody else would like to check in, come back with your name and call sign now. Well, Al, looks like you're the only one. You are the Great Lakes Preparedness guy.
Come on, man. Let's give it up for Rob. Woohoo! All you lurkers, come on out, man. Give Rob some support. Come on, everybody.
KC8VRP from K8IBX, live streaming YouTube right now also. So yeah, I didn't, for the first one there, I didn't think we'd have too much, but I figured we'd have more than one. I know Bill's gonna be a little bit late.
I'm very, very surprised. I thought we'd have some members of the old net chiming in here. Maybe they will be some later check-ins. Anyone listening, please come now. This is KC8VRP with the Great Lakes Preparedness Net.
All right, KC8VRP from K8IBX. You're the first one there, so you might as well give your report there. We've seen KA8RMA is here at Rifle Lake, File Lake. He's on the live stream now. He tried making it in, but too far away. I don't know where that's at exactly. So KA8RMA, what city are you by there? So Al, come back. Might as well come back with your report now. Any infrastructure disruptions or any unusual criminals lurking about in the neighborhood there? And I guess you can say you can hear me. Over.
K8IBX, KC8VRP. Well, first off, Rob, I'll give you your signal report. You're actually coming in at about a 5.5959. I'm currently just running 10 watts right now. I think I don't know if there's any 2 meter propagation still lingering around, but it's just a shame. Yeah, we could get some of those distant stations in, hopefully, but. Everything is pretty much normal here in La Hood there. Criminals always lurking around at East Point, and not really anything to report other than I guess we've been having some good 2 meter magic going on. So back to net control. This is KC8VRP East Point.
Roger that, KC8VRP from K8IBX. Net control for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. And yeah, very good there, Al. Yeah, we got KA8RMA, Adventures with KA8RMA, live on the YouTube stream. And he's up in Traverse City, so that's going to be a little far Simplex. You'd have to have some really good 2 meter magic to make it down from Traverse City. But he is gonna try and check into the 40 meters net at 8 o'clock. We're gonna try and do 7.242 if it's open. But that's at 8 o'clock there. So hopefully that works out. That'll be pretty cool. We get some. Bill's also gonna be running NetLogger with that too. Bill K8OB is gonna be running NetLogger with the 40 meter net portion. So hopefully that brings in some more people. All right, this is Rob K8IBX with the Great Lakes Preparedness Net 2-meter simplex. We'll see if there's any other check-ins there. Anybody else want to check into the net? Come back with your name and call sign now. Looks like no joy on that, so I guess we'll have a little QSO here and give some people some more time. Probably should have bumped it back up to 7:30 where it was.
Yeah, it is your first night. I don't know. I'm assuming there's more and more people that are going to get on board. Anyway, yeah. Earlier you were mentioning Bill putting up some kind of vertical, 10 meter vertical. I'm just kind of curious as how that's going to how he's going to sound over here. He won't have to run 800 whiskeys to get to get through to me at least, anyways. But back over to KCAVRP.
Roger that. K8IBX returning. Yeah, he made a vertical just for 20 meters and up. He won't be able to use it on 40, but he did make a contact with Hawaii yesterday with it, so it's working. But he was looking for you last night to give it a try on 10 meters, so because he knows you're vertical on 10. Give it a try to see how well it was working there. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Now his vertical, that's not like a traditional vertical, like encased in fiberglass. It's just a wire hanging up and down, roughly.
Yeah, Roger that. He took his 4010 end fed there and cut it to 20 meters, and has the feed point up about 25 feet, and the rest of it goes straight up in the air. So he was wanting to test it out there to see how well it was working.
Oh wow, my antennas, he actually cut a $200 end fed. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, you can always add wire onto it if you want there, but I think he's got like 3 or 4 of them.
Was he still looking for the 400? Has he found any good pricing yet on the Yaesu 400?
I guess he found a guy on eBay that was, he had like 5 of them, and he sold all 5 of them. Now he's got another one for sale, but yeah, that looks a little fishy there. They might be hot, or it might be a fake account or something. You gotta be cautious buying stuff online like that.
KC8VRP 5. Okay, eBay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, is there any way of like checking these eBay sellers out, to make sure they're legit? Or I know they have ratings and stuff, but can all that stuff be faked? Is there any real way of checking to see if they're legit or not?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really bought too much stuff off there before, but yeah, I guess a lot of that's buyer beware, but they do have a ratings system there. But not sure about that, but yeah, he's gonna get one eventually, I think. But we'll give it another try there to see if there's any more check-ins for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. Come back with your name and call sign now. Wow. Yeah, You're the one and only Great Lakes Preparedness guy, KC8VRP from K8IBX.
I'll go down with the ship. I'll go down in the ship with your brother.
Oh well, we just do radio for fun mainly right now, but yeah, we know everything's working fine and everything's somewhat normal around the area, and yeah, maybe some people are just running late there, but we'll see. We'll give it a little bit more time there. Like I said, I'm live streaming YouTube right now, and we got 3 people watching the YouTube video. You got the live stream on?
No, I don't have the tablet in the shack tonight, man. Well, you got 3. Does it show who's watching?
One guy's in there, Adventures with KA8RMA up in Traverse City. He's watching, and yeah, he's gonna try and make the 40 meter net at 8 o'clock and see if he can get in on that one. Over.
Who's the third?
I don't know. They must not have a YouTube account and they're just watching. I think it only shows the people that have YouTube accounts maybe when their names. And plus they got to get into the live chat there.
Well, they must be really bored to be watching that live streaming.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was hoping hoping all the old guys would be checking in, but we'll see. Oh, cool, thanks. That's that ribeye?
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day. Wasn't built in a day, my brother. I'm sure there'll be more and more trickling in as the weeks go by. But where's Bill at? Is he just was he busy on his boat or what? Or is he working today?
No, he's not working. He messaged me. He said he's running late for the net. I think we're gonna bump it up to 7:30. Give that a try. I think more people made it at 7:30.
Yeah, roger that. And once it gets cold outside too, I think more and more people are gonna come on board there. Summertime is just kind of rough, man, when it comes to radio. Things to do and places to go, Roger.
Yep, roger. That's what I was saying earlier. It usually picks up once you start getting into the fall and then winter time. It picks up. A lot of stuff to do outside and sit on the house on the radio there. Over.
Yeah, roger. So did you try working Bill on 10 meters with his new vertical up?
Yeah, it was real quiet to me. Yeah, the KA8RMI. That's Jared. He came over from the Emperor group there. Welcome, Jared. Good to have you here from Traverse City. But yeah, I guess they got an 80 meters net for the Emperor net going on right now. He's listening to both, watching us and then listening to them there. So very good there, Jared. But we'll give it one more try here. This is Rob K8IBX for the Great Lakes Preparedness 2 meter Simplex net. Anybody want to check into the net? Come back with your name and call sign now. All right, yeah, we'll give it some more time. Stay on the air here for a little bit. But yeah, Jared's reporting in on the live YouTube stream. No love on 80 meters. They only had one check-in on the 80 meter net for the Emperor net. So we matched them 1-1.
Hey, I guess you got to start somewhere. And good evening, Jared. I don't have a computer in the shack right now, but glad that you could check in here. My name is Alex. Call sign Kilo Charlie 8 Victor Romeo Papa, located here in fabulous East Point, just north of, I'm about 10 miles north of downtown Detroit. If I were to step in the middle of Gratiot, I could see the downtown buildings from my location. Quite a big change there in Traverse City. I've been there a long time ago, and it's a beautiful area, and I'd Wouldn't even mind living there one day. This is KC8 VRP East Point.
Yep, I've been up there before. We've been to the Cherryland Mall up in Traverse City years ago. Yeah, beautiful country up there. But very good there. We got Jared from Traverse City. We'll count that in as a check-in. So we have two. And KC8 VRP Alex from Tenant Kelly East Point. We'll give it another try. Anybody would like to check into the Great Lakes Preparedness Net, 2-meter Simplex Net, come back with your name and call sign now. Yep, no joy. So, hey Al, KC8 BRP from K8IBX, stand by. I'm gonna run upstairs real quick.
Okay, Roger. K8IBX, this is KC8 VRP standing by, waiting for any additional check-ins in lieu of Rob's absence. Check in now, KC8 VRP.
KCABRP from K8IBX, I'm back. So, we'll give it another try. We'll keep trying for about another 15 minutes there. So, this is Rob, K8IBX, over in Warren at 11 and Hoover. Looking for check-ins for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. Anybody that would like to check in, come back with your name and call sign now. Check that out. Eating dinner in the shack. No joy. So what else is going on there, Al?
Rob, I'm just here eating some Doritos and I wanna nap, man. I'm tired. This puppy wears me out, but he is so worth it. We just had a steak tonight. Give him his first piece of steak ever since we've had him. And I'll tell you one thing, man, he is following me around. He won't leave me alone now.
Yeah, roger that. I'm eating steak right now. My son queued up some steaks for us, and got steak and potatoes. Got some corn boiling upstairs also.
Yeah, unfortunately our grill right now is out of... But I haven't had a steak in... seasoning on there, man. It was sauteed onions and mushrooms. Oh, man. I'm not going to complain. I just got to get that grill. One of my coworkers gave me the grill and needs a little work there, but I'll get her up and running eventually. Casey, BRP. Hey, Delta Papa Mike.
All right, this is Al. I think somebody else was trying to double with you there. This is Rob for the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. I think someone else is coming in. If you want to check in, come with your name and call sign now.
Yeah, I can make a signal off, but no copy. Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike.
Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Victor Romeo Papa.
Got one more.
If you could copy me, please come back.
Al, bump up your power.
Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike. Mike. This is KC8 VRP East Point station. If you could copy, please come back.
This is WHCPM. I can only hear static. 658 is Farmington Hills, 14 and Drake. WHCPM.
Alright, Rob, 14 Mile and Drake. 14 and Drake, he really has no copy on me. I'm getting him about a very noisy, about a 3x2, Whiskey 8, Delta Papa Mike, 14 and Drake. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike. Over by 14 and Drake. Any copy on Kilo 8 India Bravo X-Ray?
Alright, Rob, we got a jammer in there.
And we'll give it another try. Maybe someone else is testing the radio out there. So we got two check-ins, KC8 VRP and Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike. Anybody else would like to check into the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net? Come back with your name and call sign now. Yeah, looks like no joy there. Yeah, KC8 BRP from K8IBX. We got two now. That's a somewhat of a check, and I was actually hearing them pretty good. How are you copying them?
I was getting him about a 3x2. The jammer, I can't even, he's totally trumping your signal there, so, hey guy, whoever's jamming, this is Rob's first try at a net. Why don't you just show a little respect, man?
This is KC8 VRP from K8IBX for the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. We're also live streaming on YouTube. And like YouTube has trolls, ham radio has lids. So we get trolls on YouTube and lids on RF there. So anybody else would like to check into the Great Lakes Preparedness? Come back with your name and call sign now. Oh, yeah, we got two check-ins. You, KC8 BRP, and W8 Delta Papa Mike, and 14 and Drake. That's a pretty good haul there.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's a little hard to run in that when there's some guy out there with a 60 dB carrier totally blocking your signal out. So hey guy, just give us a little respect, man. We're just trying to make this net run as smoothly as we can. KC8 VRP.
K8IBX returning, that's alright. We got 5 people on the YouTube now, so you got the tradesmen checking in? Good evening there. And nobody else new in the live chat, but we got 5 people watching the YouTube there. And that's also good practice in case of a grid down SHTF event there. You're going to have the lids and the jammers out there also. So that's where everybody that's in like your group, your mag group or whatever, you can run a PL tone on your frequency that you plan in advance to operate on. And everybody will be able to hear you, but nobody else will be able to get into your communications and jam it until they find the PL tone. But that would be a good reason for running PL tones on Simplex there. KC8 VRP from K8IBX. Over to you, Al.
Yeah, Rob, now you can see why a lot of people take a break from 2 meters. Just a lot of lids and others on there, man. Just sometimes you just got to take a break from 2 meters. But is my signal being jammed as well? Can you hear me okay this whole time?
Oh yeah, yeah, you're coming in here good. But like I said, this is the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness 2-meter simplex net. We have 2 check-ins, so it's a slow start. So we got 5 people watching on the YouTube live stream in there. If you'd like to, anyone listening there, if you'd like to check into the YouTube live stream, go to Great Lakes Preparedness. That's the name of my YouTube channel, and you can get it on the live stream. We welcome lids and trolls and snowflakes. Feel free to come in and comment. But like I said, in ham radio we have lids, and on YouTube we have trolls. But they're a lot easier to get rid of them on YouTube. You see them in the live live chat there. You can just click on them and boot them right out of there. You can't really do that with ham radio. You got to deal with the lids there. Lids and snowflakes there. Over to you, Al. KCABRP from K8IBX.
Well, Rob, in all honesty, I draw a line at the snowflakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of work getting up an antenna and learning ham radio and getting that all going. So unless snowflakes find somebody to do that for them, they probably won't get on there. Over.
How many snowflakes does it take to set up a ham radio station?
Don't know.
0. They don't have an app for that.
That's a good one. All right, we'll give another try for check-ins here. This is Rob K8IBX for the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. Our net, the reason for our net is to practice our radio skills, and they give situation reports around our areas and help out other people learning ham radio and to learn from each other, and just to have fun with the hobby. So if you'd like to check into the net, please come back with your name and call sign now.
K88BOW, Brian.
Oh, Brian, booming in here. What's your call sign again, slowly?
Kilo Delta 8 Bravo Oscar Whiskey.
Yeah, Kilo Delta 8 Bravo Oscar Whiskey from K8IBX. Brian, what's your location there, over?
10 and Hayes, just east of Hayes, just north of 10.
Yeah, thanks for checking in there. Yeah, we're just giving this a try for a new net this week, the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. Just local hams getting together, testing out their equipment, and getting on the air and seeing how far we're getting out there. So far we have Al, KC8BRP at 10 and Kelly. And I didn't get his name, but we got Whiskey 8 Delta Papa Mike at 14 and Drake. And Brian at 10 and Hayes, KD8BOW. Yeah, Brian, you're booming in here. You're nailing me. Full bars, full quieting. How am I coming in there? Over.
Same. Exactly the same. I could actually turn this thing down. It's old IC2100H. I got it on full. Yeah, just made some antenna changes today, so figured I'd give it a listen tonight. And I found your net. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, thanks a lot there. K8IBX returning. Yeah, we're just getting it going, starting a new one here. So, yeah, like I said, the main reason for the net is just local hams to get together and see how far we can reach out, test our equipment, make sure everything's running right every week. But I'd like to get going. We're going to have like a topic every week. This week I was going to have a topic of emergency backup power. So have everyone report in on what kind of, if any, emergency backup power they have in case of a grid down or electricity goes out there. Over.
Yeah, that's excellent subject matter. People need to know what's available. If they're even just a little bit is okay. If you have just a little something to get you by just for a little while, doesn't need to be fully automatic either, right?
Yeah, roger that. Just like right now under the table here in the shack, I got a Deep Cell Marine RV battery that I usually charge up when we go up north with my 100-watt solar kit, the Harbor Freight, the 100-watt Thunderbolt solar kit there. I use to charge that, and that runs pretty much the whole camp, but we're just running a few lights, running radios, and charging up cell phones and stuff like that. Nothing really major, but yeah, that's got no problems. But like right now, if the electricity were to go out, I can just disconnect my the wires off the back of my power supply and move them down to the battery, and then I'm back on the air. Over.
Yeah, everybody's got a way of doing it. I guess I'll give a brief description of what I got sitting here. It's an old 230 volt output for one of those Schneider battery backup, uninterruptible power supply for computer servers. 24 volt input. No solar for that, but 225 amp hour AGMs under it. And then the lighting circuit in the house has a battery backup on it. It gives me enough time to get outside and turn the generator on. And then that'll run the whole house. It's not very big. That's the trick. Just keep it small and modular. Back to you.
Yep, roger that. Yeah, one of them house generators would be great to have, but yeah, I don't have that over here. And I don't know, Brian, if you're interested, I'm live streaming this on YouTube right now. And if you want to check it out, go to Great Lakes Reliance. That's the name of my YouTube channel. We're live streaming YouTube. And we got a comment in the live chat from the tradesman. He's wanting to know how our grocery stores are doing over here. But it seems like everything's pretty much there, but that I've noticed. But I haven't been out to the grocery store. My wife usually goes, but it seems like all the shelves got food and everything on them, just prices going up higher, but not really seeing any shortages there. We'll pass it over to Al, KC8BRP. You noticing any grocery store anomalies by you? Over. Looks like Al, KCABRP, might have stepped away there for a moment. I'm going to take a break here and call for more check-ins, see if we can get anyone in there. We got 3 people so far. KCABRP, Al from Ten and Kelly, and W8DPM. I didn't get his name, but he's at 14 and Drake. That's 14 and Drake out in Farmington Hills there. That's a pretty good haul for Simplex. Wasn't a real good copy, but I got him in there. We got Brian, AD8BOW at 10 and Hayes. If anybody else would like to check into the first ever Great Lakes Peppers Net, come back with your name and call sign now. No, looks like a slow night here. So, Brian, you notice anything at your grocery store by you? Any shortages or anything like that? Over.
It's always, we can't stand going to the grocery store. We'll just say that. So, we either pick it up or we have it delivered. Now, the YL, she takes care of that. And then she'll say, okay, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. And typically, it's nothing, it hasn't been anything that's really screwed us up. The one thing that was really ticking me off for a good year and a half was the stupid, Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. They never had them anywhere. It's like they would drop a case of them in the freezer and somebody would come and pick them all up, no matter what store you went to. It was nuts. Back to you.
Yeah, roger that. KD8BOW from K8IBX. Yeah, very good there. Yeah, there's nothing around here. Everything's pretty much there, just high prices. Al, we'll go throw it back over to you, Al. KC8BRP. Al, you back yet?
K8IBX. Delta 8 Bravo Oscar Whiskey BOW. Very good. Rob, I was here the whole time. Somebody's jamming you. I cannot hear. They're totally wiping out your signal. I cannot hear you. All I'm hearing is a dead carrier. So whoever is doing that, please be respectful of this net. Rob, I'm going to take a quick standby here. I'm going to go roll a few, and I will be right back. And like I said, Brian, welcome back to the net. This is KC8 VRP.
Yep, roger that. KC8 VRP from K8IBX. Yeah, we're usually had a net at this time for a while there. It was the Rust Belt Extended C Radio Network. Usually got like 10 to 13 check-ins there, but Ian, KD8 SRF, that was running it, decided to retire. He's getting a little bit too busy to do it, so he shut down the net. And last couple weeks, everybody was on frequency there, and wanted to keep it going, so I figured we give it a shot and keep it going. That's why I didn't want to wait too long, maybe 2 weeks with no net. It's going to take some more time now to build it back up so people know it's out here. But Brian, if you're, I'm sure you are HF capable there, at 8 o'clock, we're going to move this net over to 40 meters, and Bill K8OB is going to run the 40 meter portion of the net. He's going to be running net logger on it also. But we're going to give 7.242 a try if it's open, and see who can hear everybody on 40 meters. So that's going to be at 8 o'clock. Over.
K8OB.
There he is, K8OB from K8IBX. Bill, you checking into the net? The first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net.
Yeah, roger. Better late than never, I guess. I just got in the door here and flipped you guys on. I heard you guys talking for a minute. I don't know if that contest is still running, but I'm looking for a clear frequency on 40 meters, and I've been calling around, and somebody seems to be everywhere, so I'm having a bit of a tough time finding a clear frequency, but I'm going to keep looking.
Yep, roger that. Glad to have you check in here. We're not doing too good for the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. We got Al, KC8 BRP, and W8 DPM. I didn't get his name, but he was a pretty weak signal, but he was at 14 in Drake. That's a pretty good haul out in Farmington Hills. And we got Brian, KD8 BOW at 10 in Hayes, booming in here, great copy. And now we got Bill, K8OB, which is he's gonna be running the 40 meter net portion of the Great Lakes Preparedness Net at 8 o'clock. But yeah, we're just running the same thing pretty much. But like I said, we waited 2 weeks with no net now, so probably no one's really moseying over here at 7 o'clock. That's why I didn't want to wait too long. So we're probably gonna have to start over again. We'll get some more people in here eventually. Over to you, Bill. K8OB from K8IBX.
Yeah, roger. Plus, it's still summertime. I predict in the wintertime things are going to pick up because, more people are going to be inside playing radio. That's what I think anyway. But, no big deal. It might have the light check-ins or whatever, but this will be the first time trying it on 40 meters, and like I said, there's the scope's pretty packed, so I don't know if the contest is still going on or not, but I'm going to try to find a clear frequency, and whichever one I find, I'll put it up on NetLogger, and I'll go from there, and I'll read the preamble, and then call for check-ins, and I'll see if we can pick anybody up there, Roger.
Yep, roger. Sounds good. But yeah, we got on the YouTube live stream, we got Adventures with KA8MRA, Jared up in Traverse City. He's from the Emperor group up in Traverse City there, but he checked in over the live YouTube, over the live chat there. But Yeah, he said he's definitely gonna give 40 meters a try at 8 o'clock. I put on there that we're gonna try for 7.242, but we won't know if it's gonna be open or not. Over.
Yeah, I just checked that frequency, and there's someone. It must be one of those AM broadcast, foreign broadcast bands on there, and because I'm picking up a really loud carrier on that particular frequency, so it's very noisy and annoying, basically. So I'm just trying to find a clear spot, and I've been asking for the frequency in use, and it seems like I got people popping up everywhere. So I'm going to keep trying, and maybe I'm thinking if that contest is still going on, usually it ends by 8 o'clock, and I don't know, I'll just keep on searching around and see what I can do the closer it gets to 8 o'clock, so maybe I'll find something that's opened up there. So Kate will be back to you.
Yep, roger that. Kate IBX returning. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, I got about 15 minutes to go before we'll give that a try at 8 o'clock, but we'll see if we'll put the line out there, see if we can get any more check-ins. This is Rob Kate IBX looking for check-ins for the first ever Great Lakes Preparedness Net. If you'd like to check in, come back with your name and call sign now. No joy. Hey, Bill, you got a copy on Brian, KD8BOW at 10 and Hazer?
Yeah, that's the last guy you were talking to. Yeah, he was booming in here.
Yep, he sounded good. Brian, KD8BOW from KDIBX. What kind of antenna are you running over there for 2 meters? You're booming in. And Bill's up by 24 and Mound up in Shelby Township, and he's got you in there good too. So what kind of antenna you got there, Brian? Over.
All right, thanks for handing it back, Rob. I appreciate it. Yeah, so what I did was I got sick of all the super whiz bang collinear dual banders and all that junk because they kept failing on me. The last one, well, I waterproofed every joint. Heat shrink with the stuff with the adhesive in it. Still got water in it. Still destroyed it. Tram though, so yeah, you get what you get when you try to buy cheap. So what I did was put up a discount, and as of earlier today, it's sitting at about 41 feet above my driveway, because that's where I can measure from. But right smack in the middle of the house, 2-story house. So threw the tape measure around and saw that I was at 41 feet, 41 and a half, somewhere in there. So as a result, I can hit KSCC at Bell River Power Plant. Pretty reliable in the KDD out at Voca, or Greenwood Power Plant. And then the trick is the hard line. Like Andrew's the AL4 whatever half-inch stuff, and Andrew's end connectors on both ends. So it works out. And then my little jumpers are LMR 400. So that's it for VHF and UHF. It's under 2 to 1 on all of 2 meter, all of 220 band, all of 440. I have a good match on the bottom end of 900 megahertz if I ever get any equipment for that. Back to you.
Yep, roger that. KD8BOW from KDIBX. But yeah, it's sounding good. Whatever you got going over there, it's working great. Yeah, myself here, I'm just running I got a homebrew J-pole that I made at work. It's made out of aluminum, 5/8 in diameter, solid aluminum round stock. It's 100% welded. I'm an aerospace welder, so I made it at work. Got the plans offline, made it at work. I got it mounted up on the side of my chimney about 20 feet up, but it doesn't really have a whole lot of gain to it. But yeah, not only did I get it for free, but I got paid to make it, so I made it at work. But it seems to be working out. Yeah, there was a good 2-meter opening last night. Myself and a few other operators around here, we got down to the talking to guys down on the Doylestown, Ohio repeater. That's 125 miles south of us. And yeah, everybody was coming in good, booming in. You know, it was like last year, about a year ago, there was a real good 2-meter opening, and that's when I had my old Kenwood 721A dual bander. Had 37 watts there. Got into a 2-meter repeater in Buffalo, New York, with the Homebrew J pole at 37 watts, and a few people got in there from around here. Myself, Bill KOB was in there, and a couple other guys, and yeah, we were talking to guys in New York on a 2-meter repeater in Buffalo, New York. That was pretty sweet. Over to you, KD8 BOW from K8IBX.
KD8 BOW in the group. Oh yeah, what do we got here? KOB. Bill, got you at 14.7 miles from me, sir. So, that's pretty good for Simplex, I'd say, in the urban jungle. I got in there last night into that one down in Ashtabula, or whatever, however you say it, in Ohio. Yeah, 129 or whatever miles. And then, yeah, 2 years ago, just south of Cleveland, was another repeater down there. It was 147.180 like KUO repeater, just different PL tone. It's pretty neat when you get that tropo enhanced tropospheric ducting, fancy words for good weather, good radio weather. Back to you, Net Control.
Roger that. K8IBX returning. Yeah, when 2 meters opens up, it's a lot of fun, but yeah, when it gets wide open, it's definitely a lot of fun there. We'll see. We'll hand it back over to Bill, KOB. Tell Brian what you got for an antenna going on there for 2 meters. KOB from K8IBX.
Roger that, KOB returning. Yeah, Brian, I think it is. Yeah, I got I'm currently using a Diamond X200 dual bander. It's got some gain to it, and I currently have it sitting up on top of at the top of a pine tree with a pulley system that I rigged up, and I kind of raise it up, lower it down, or whatever. But it sticks up at the top of the pine tree at about 55 feet, and I got like 100-foot length of LMR 400, and it's also connected to about a 25 or 30-foot length of LMR 400. So yeah, that's what I'm using here, and I also have another antenna that's on my house at about 25 to 30 feet at the apex there. It's one of those Ed Fong dual band antennas, basically made out of twin leads, and it works good for repeater work, but doesn't really get out so good for Simplex, just because it's you got to get the antenna up above the tree line.
All right, guys,
and all that, and
we'll keep YouTube going till 8 o'clock, so we can put up the frequency for 40 meters.
Now it's kind of hilly over here.
Pretty slow night tonight,
but
just enjoying some 2-meter radio there.
If you drive out towards Van Dyke from my house, you actually start going uphill a little bit, and there's like a lot of trees, and there's some wooded areas around here, and wasn't until I got the idea to try to utilize the pine tree and get an antenna up top, sticking up out the top where it can see over the top of everything. That's when I really started getting out.
Nothing real exciting today.
With audio, without all the bacon fry in the background. So it definitely helps a lot, and using good coax and And, you know, especially on 2 meters is, you know, that high frequency, stuff can get lossy. And, you know, and plus, you know, height is might. So get it up as high as you can, and that was the best that I could do is when I got it up on top of there. So, like I said, this antenna's got a little gain over, I think it's a 5/8 wave is what it is, not a half wave. So, seems to get out pretty good. And I'm picking you up real well over here in Shelby. So, I forgot your call sign, but back to you from KOB.
Yeah. KD8BOW, KOB, and in the group, K8IBX, net control. So, yeah, I just was perusing your QRZ page. That's pretty genius using them pine trees. I lived out in Richmond on Armada Ridge Road, and right at High Banks Creek at the end of Pitt. And there was some really tall old trees, walnut and oak trees. So the one really tall walnut, I decided to toss a line over one of the branches, and I pulled my copper J-pole up in it, and all I had for coax was a whole mess of RG213, heavy but flexible. And I pulled that thing up there and took the fiberglass tape measure with it. 110 feet to the base of the antenna. That's pretty good. Could get, you know, all around on 2 meter. And the HF setup was pretty nice. 2 full wave loops, one for 80, one for 160. And that was cool. But can't have that in Roseville. So don't have that in Roseville. So I got what I got, and it is what it is, and it does it. I do have it double it up for it's a little bit long for 40, and it's fed with 300 ohm twin lead hooked to the back of the TS450. And nice radio. I like it, and I'm gonna die with it. So yeah, looking forward to trying out some local 40 meter today. I'm going to go ahead and take a standby, fellas. KD8BOW, standby, back to net.
Roger that, KD8BOW. Brian, thanks for being here. And yeah, great to meet you on the radio there. Hopefully we get a good frequency on 40 meters, and we'll give it a try on 40 meters, see how everyone sounds. And we'll hand it over to Al, KC8VRP from K8IBX. You still there, Al?
K8IBX in the group. This is KC8VRP returning. Let's see. All right, Brian, nice to hear that you're in there. You're coming in here, like I said, you're booming in here. I'm sure Bill, good evening, sir. Haven't spoke to you since what, last week we had that little chat about dogs and stuff and things and whatever else. But yeah, Rob was telling me you kind of chopped one of your end feds down and turned it into a vertical 20 and 10 meter antenna. I'd be interested to see what kind of 10 meter signal I get on you down here, but maybe we could do that after the 40 meter net. Okay.
Yeah, not much going on, but we'll just keep it rolling. We're just doing this for fun. Anyone else want to come in here with questions about ham radio? Feel free.
His signal, but I haven't been hearing it lately, so maybe he found something to do. Bill, back over to you. K8OB, this is KC8VRP.
Yeah, roger that, Al. Yeah, I was hoping that you were going to be on the band last night, and we had the same thing last night. Somebody was blasting in there and being stupid. So, whatever. I think I kind of got an idea who it might be, but whatever. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to be on frequency last night because I wanted to try it out last night because you're vertical, and then this is vertical. I cut it vertical for 20 meters, so it's a half wave on 20. and it'd be a full wave on 10. So, but I was getting out on 10. I mean, and then I also made a contact on 20 meters. I got a contact with Hawaii last night. They had their Hawaiian QSO contest going, so at least I know it works there. So, but I was wanting to try it on, you know, with the vertical polarization like you have. So, maybe later on tonight, I don't know if 10 meters is really even open right now, but I'm going to take a standby and I'll pass it back to net control, Rob, and I'm going to try to look for a clear station here, and if I can find it, I'm going to put it up on net logger, and if you guys got that, if you want to check in, you can go from there. So Kate will be, I'll pass it back to net, and I'll be circling the airwaves on 40 looking for a clear frequency. So back to you. Kate will be back to Kate IBX.
Yep, roger that, Bill. Yeah, if you get a chance there, yeah, shoot back over here real quick and tell us what frequency. We'll hang out here. Looks like me and Al and Brian took a standby, but looks like it turned in from a net to a reg true roundtable, which is fine because it's ham radio. We're having fun and we can do whatever we want. Over to you, Al, KCAVRP from K8IVX.
K8IBX, KC8VRP. Well, we could only do so much before crossing the line and getting a letter from the FCC. That would be no good. But anyway, yeah, if you, I don't have net logger. You know, if you, I guess when Bill comes back or whatever, if I'm not around, you could relay me the 40 meter frequency, but yeah, I'm on the 991A right now, so I'm going to have to turn the 100 on so I can contact, you know, make contact you via VHF and then still do 40 meters. But yeah, I'm still interested to see how his vertical is going to turn out. And it kind of sucks that he has to run like 800 watts just to make a contact, but it is what it is. Other than that, I have nothing. Back to net. This is KC8VRP.
K8IBX returning. Yeah, that Hawaiian station that was coming in, he was kind of really weak and had a pretty good pileup going on, but I could hear him in there. I gave it a try. I heard Brian AIT get trying too, but we couldn't get in there, and Bill had to fire up the 800 watts there, and then he got in there. But yeah, he wasn't coming in real strong.
Okay, listening for check-ins. This is the Great Lakes Preparedness Net. Waiting for any check-ins. Please call now. Yeah, nothing heard. Rob, okay, you guys were hearing Hawaii coming in pretty weak. Was Bill contacting him on his vertical, or was he just on his one of his other wires?
He was on his vertical, yeah, just testing it out. That was the first contact he made on the vertical.
Roger. I wonder how he was hearing Hawaii on that vertical compared to you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder where he's going to be at on 40 meters there.
88FK and 7.210.
7.210?
Roger, and I can't get net logger to work for some reason. Now it's asking for some server password, so I'm skipping that part. I'm just going to go ahead with the preamble.
Hey Rob, we got a check-in. Len, 88FK. Len, take it over.
Take it over. I'd just like to check in here and listen and learn, be a part of it if possible. I had a hard time checking in. Using my radio, I don't usually use just the 2400, Icon 2400, and I had it's on duplex, and you guys are on simplex, so I had to eliminate everything. That too, 88FK. I think it's TC8 VRP. I have to look up, I recognize the voice in the call sign. It's not Jeff. Jeff. Hey, he will tell me.
Take it, Rob.
Roger that. Bill's on 7.210 right now, so let's QSY over to 40 meters, see if we can contact Bill on 40 meters. 7.210.
We got it. We got it clear.
KUW, QSY, 7.210.
Getting some bad QRM from somebody nearby. Hey, we're going to shut down the YouTube live stream now. Thanks for everybody that's coming in. Pretty slow night tonight, so hit the thumbs up and the like button there and subscribe. But hopefully next week will be better. It was just the first time. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 check-ins for the Great Lakes Preparedness Net 2 meter simplex. So thanks for everyone for being here, and 73. We'll see you next time.